Is education Africa's case? Is it our education, the type of education that we have, that is bringing us down? Why am I saying so? We have a lot of very educated people with PhDs, other doctorates, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees from Harvard, from Yale, from Oxford and Cambridge, from everywhere. Yet we fail to solve our problems. If you look at the way problems are being tackled by our uneducated folk in the village, they tend to have practical ways of addressing their challenges, while we tend to pontificate and quote papers, cross the T's, dot the I's, and are afraid to do anything that has not been counter-researched, peer-reviewed, and approved by this one and the other. In the process, our education is a barrier to development. It is not working for us. Every culture that has developed has built on its traditional systems, has built on the technologies that they had from primitive times to date. While we as Africans, we've discarded everything that we have, everything that we are, because our education has convinced us that it is inferior and cannot in any way, form, or shape add to a modern discourse. What we do is not even build on the strong culture, the strong systems that we have, the things that used to work in the past. We are working in a vacuum. We are working with systems we barely understand, systems that are alien to us. And we are trying to use those systems to compete favorably. Of course, it does not work. The Japanese base their technology on their ancient systems. We do copy and paste. If it worked in New York, or if it worked in London, it worked in Canberra, it worked elsewhere, we assume it will work in Zambia. Case in point, let me upset my legal colleagues, is our law. Vanji Kalenga steals my car. Our law demands that Vanji Kalenga gets arrested, goes to court. He has offended the state who didn't buy my car, didn't even help me buy that car, but that is who he has offended. He is convicted and sent to prison. That does not bring my car back. My car is still stolen. Our justice system was restorative. We've abandoned all of that and instituted prisons which we never had traditionally. Our medicine, I'm a medical doctor, has done away with the fact that there were medical practitioners in our countries of some sort who used herbs and sometimes went spiritual. But let's take to the use of herbs. Every single year, we are getting new medicines based on herbs that are being used to treat. We've got an abundance of herbs. We've got an abundance of traditional healers who can tell you what they think those herbs work for. Why can't we invest strongly in researching those herbs, getting them through all the trials, and proving that they work, and going to scale? Our education is not the education of development, but the education of trying hard to copy and paste what other people did, trying hard to quote what other scholars said, memorizing and regurgitating how many children Queen Victoria had when we don't know when the first Litunga died. We do not know when Chitimuluba crossed into Ulubemba. We do not know when Kapijimpanga came and did what they did. A Zambian school child will not give you a treatise on Kalindawalo, but you will receive a thesis on Livingstone. We need to relook our education. Education is only useful if, by definition, it is used to manage and modify your environment for your benefit and the benefit of future generations. Our education is not doing that. My name is Kanyanta Sunkutu. My apologies for having been gone for a long time. I love you all.